We are here with Jeff McNeil of the New York Mets in person.
Yes,
dropping by the studio. Wow. This is so you are an all-star, sir. And how does that make you feel? Because you are kind of, in my opinion, the last of a dying breed, where batting average, I mean, that's a statistic now that everyone's like, oh, batting average, what does it matter? It's all about on-base percentage, and it's about OPS, and it's about weighted runs created plus. If the season were to end today, you're a batting champion. How much does batting average mean to you as an offensive player?
I think it means everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up there. I mean, I'm a leadoff hitter. I'm trying to get on base, but one of the best ways to do that is through hits.
Yeah.
I mean, so every time I'm up there, I'm trying to get a hit. I think that's very, very valuable, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
where did what I want to know it, because we're talking that's fucking bat to ball skill, and more times than not, I think you probably understand this. If I just hit the fucking baseball, there's a solid chance good shit's gonna happen for me. So, at what point in time was that drilled into your head? Because that is a mindset. That is something that you learn to value very early on, I believe. And it's pretty clear that that's worked out for you up until this point. You're a fucking all-star. And like Caraba said, a batting championship shit go down today. So when did that really, when were you like, you know what, man? Whoever said that to me, this is making a lot of sense right now. When did that click?
I think it was in Little League. I hated to strike out. I mean, I think I struck out like 1 or 2 times a year. I mean, I could.
Were you crying? Were you crying when you struck out?
Yeah. You can ask my dad. I was pissed. When I struck, it never happened. I still get pissed off when I strike out now.
Yeah. Sure. Which doesn't happen very often.
But I mean, maybe before that, maybe playing wiffle ball against my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big pitcher, and he was not striking me out ever.
You mentioned wiffle ball. I mean, I feel like wiffle ball is also kind of a lost art. Like, how much do you think that, growing up, like all these kids like playing wiffle ball in the backyard, and you're imitating like your favorite baseball players? Do you think that that's kind of a thing that's just gone by the wayside nowadays? Like kids, lacrosse is obvious. Lacrosse is more popular now than it was probably when you and I were growing up. But who was your guy that you pretended to be in the batter's box playing wiffle ball?
It's either Gary Sheffield.
Yes, that's mine.
Yeah, I think that's most kids are like Barry Bonds. Same type of deal. Anybody with kind of unique swing. You're out there imitating them. You want to be just like them.
Right.
And, I guess you don't see it that much nowadays.
Yeah. No. I've got a theory in my head, and maybe you can help further this along. Maybe you'll shoot it down, and we'll just edit this part out. Do you or do you not, or did you not play Pepper as a kid growing up? And at what point did you stop playing Pepper as a ball player?
We played Pepper, all the time, especially at Little League. We were, out on the line early, playing Pepper, and even in the minor leagues, we played a little bit. Time to kill, just hit the ball. It's just way to kind of kill time, but
right.
Helps with the bat control and putting the bat on the ball, and yeah.
That's why I asked, because in the minor leagues, and it's funny because in the minor leagues, and you can attest to this, like there's a lot of shit that just kind of gets carved out as you move further along, right? You're not playing Pepper, maybe you're not playing flip and shit before the game as much as you were maybe in A ball or even in rookie ball. So for guys to continue to find ways to just hone their craft, even in a team environment, I feel like that says a lot about individuals such as yourself, who are, in my opinion, just cut from a little different cloth. You know what I mean? You're a hard hat and lunch pail type of guy.
Yeah. Definitely different kind of player, I can say. I mean, very fiery.
Yeah. Where does that come from?
I think just I want to win so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've just always had it. Very, very, always been super, super competitive. Every sport. I mean, whether that's baseball, golf, basketball. I mean, I was super into it.
Yeah.
Just trying to do everything I can to help my team win, and I hate losing.
Yeah. Talk to me about the golf thing too. That's very interesting to me, especially as a hitter. Like you're knocking on the door of like professional, like entertaining this as like a way to make bread. You know what I mean? And then you're like, you know what? maybe not so much there. I guess I'll just be a big leaguer instead. Like, how do you separate those swings? Because this isn't me just dicking around on the golf course, like as a pitcher, as a fucking kicker. You're a big league hitter and could have been a professional golfer. How do you separate those swings? And like, was that tough for you?
No, it's not tough for me. I've been doing it my whole life. I used to play. I remember like in All-Stars, I'd have a golf tournament in the morning, and I'd go play a baseball game at night. So
no big deal.
So I was when I was like 10, 11, 12-year-old All-Stars. Hey, I got a golf tournament, and we got sectionals in a couple hours. So something I've done my whole life. And
you're gonna love retirement.
Play a lot of golf. I'll definitely play a lot of golf. Yeah. But no, even now, I'm playing golf on the off days, and getting out there whenever I can. And I think what's up?
Could you compete? Could you seriously think about old ass Jeff McNeil? Does old ass Jeff McNeil find his way on to the senior circuit?
I'm definitely try.
Yeah,
absolutely. Why not? Right. I love playing tournaments.
Can Jared and I be on the bag?
You want a caddy? Yeah.
Yes, we're talking. Yes. We're talking 15 years from now, after your illustrious big league career has come to an end, and you're on the senior circuit. Jared and I would like to be on the bag. Doesn't have to be a major tourney. We'd love for that to be the case, but I just want to know.
I was going to drive the cart.
Yeah, well, I don't know that those. No, that's the idea. Is you're carrying
the bag. You're going to be walking in.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not really sure about that. Who on the Mets is the best golfer in their own mind? Thinks that they're great, not really that great.
Cespedes?
Tough. No, I've never played a Cespedes. Never played a Cespedes. No? They're all not too good. Vargas, Jason Vargas is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give him. Yeah, I'll give Vargas a few strokes, and we'll have a good match.
Yeah. How's he as a competitor? I feel like he's also a psychopath.
No, he's a bulldog. Yeah. I love playing behind him.
Yeah.
He works quick, and he comes right after you.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's awesome.
Who gives you the best run at you? Like who can actually hang with you?
Vargas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give him two aside.
Yeah.
One or two aside, and we'll have a good match. And Chili Davis, hitting coach, actually pretty good too.
Yeah, I've heard that about him.
Chili's the stick.
Yeah, Chili can get it around.
What do you say to the dudes that are in this league and they're like, yeah, I could hit 300 if I wanted to, but I'm fine with 250 and an 850 OPS. They're gonna sacrifice batting average for the slugging. What do you say to those guys? Because if you could hit 300, you would just hit 300. There's no one that could do it and just isn't doing it voluntarily.
Yeah, I think if you could hit for high average, you probably would.
Yeah,
you'd want to. It's nice being on base, especially if you're getting hits.
Yeah,
those are falling for doubles and triples or finding holes. Occasionally, you'll run into an extra one or two.
Right,
and you're still gonna hit home runs
for sure.
I think I've hit tons of doubles this year.
Yeah.
I'm not driving the ball over the fence every few days but yeah, my high OPS is coming from a lot of doubles and a few walks here and there, but
you're over
basically
900
average.
right now, right?
What?
Your OPS
it's close to there.
I think it's over 900. Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's I was just looking at it. It's 940, I think, something like that.
That's up there.
And that's a high average. So it shows you. You can do it with a high average.
Right.
You don't need. I'm not up there trying to walk.
For sure.
If the pitcher's not throwing strikes, obviously I'll take my walks, but if he misses over the plate, I'm trying to drive it.
Has a guy like Chili Davis ever approached you to talk to you about your approach, being like, hey, love all the hits, but let's get you on base as much as possible, maybe see some more pitches?
No, Chili just kind of lets me do my thing.
Yeah, because I think your first major league hit, you swung at the first pitch.
Yeah, just right down the middle.
First at bat, right?
I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing.
Yeah, actually, that was funny.
No reason to wait around.
That was funny because we were down, my major league debut. I went in the dugout right before the game, and my parents came down, and Mickey's standing right there. So I'm talking to my mom. My mom goes, "Don't swing at the first pitch," because she knows I swing at the first pitch all the time. And, and Mickey's just kind of laughing. And when she left, I go, "Mickey, I'm swinging at the first pitch. Sorry." He goes, "Good."
Yeah. Do you still use a knobless bat?
I do.
Who introduced you to the knobless bat, and what benefits do you see with a knobless bat?
I first used it in, I think it was 2015. Lamar Johnson, one of our hitting coordinators in the minor leagues, just had a bunch of them kind of laying around, and I got one put in my hands, and I was like, hey, can I get one of these? I mean, I loved it. I started using it in the cage and just loved it. I've always liked a really balanced bat, like a real thick knob, and that was the best feeling bat I've ever.
What model do you use? What model bat do you use?
The U1. It's a
U1.
Yeah,
okay.
U1. It's a dovetail.
Right.
I mean, it's modeled after the Louisville's U1. But I've always, like before that, I used an M110. So thick handle, balance. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
has anyone been like, hey Jeff, let me get that knobless bat? Like just like watching what you're doing and getting all these hits. Has anyone been like, maybe I should try this whole like knobless bat thing? Like,
we had a lot of pitchers use it last year. I had DeGrom. DeGrom was using it. I think Wheeler was using it. So I had the pitchers using it, and then I had, Nimmo. A couple or like a month ago. When he was still rehabbing, he brought a few down to try him out in the minor leagues. And, a lot of guys when they pick it up, even at the All-Star game, I think Moose picked it up. And Chris Bryant picked it up, and they're like, that actually feels really good.
Yeah.
You ever get in bed with the axe handle?
No, never used that. I mean, I know that's what Pete's been using, Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
So he loves that. I mean, he swears by that.
Yeah.
But
it feels more natural, the axe bats.
It's a good idea, I think. Yeah. Just never.
Well, Jared's chopped more wood than he has made contact with baseball, so that's probably
that's
why
unfair to say. I would say that's unfair to say.
I feel like that's fairly accurate. Jeff, I want to ask you about things that you do on your work days before you're going to strap it on and play a game. What are you doing as far as drilling yourself? Because believe it or not, there are actual parents who have had children, and they allow their children to listen to this podcast.
Yeah, Dallas drills himself all the time.
I sure do, but that's it's because my wife just had 2 kids, Jeff, and it's really the only kind of drilling I can do. What do you do though? Is it cage work? Is it tee work? What gets Jeff McNeil grinding in the morning? What do you do?
Yeah, so usually my routine is I usually get to the ballpark, around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Usually like to get some kind of lift in. But then as for my swing, I just go straight after batting practice. When I feel good, I just roll with it. I like to stay out of the cage. I don't really like to tinker with things that don't need to be tinkered with. So, if I feel good, I'm swinging the bat well. I'm just basically taking batting practice and going straight to the game. When things don't feel right, that's when I start to get in the cage. I say, hey, Chili, we got to work on some things. Let's go after it. And what do you see? And we'll kind of look at some video. But other than that, I mean, if it's working, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it.
How does your pregame preparation vary depending on where you play position-wise? Like, do you show up, look at the lineup? Like, when are you getting that? Are you getting a text message the night before from Mickey being like, "Hey, we got you at second base tomorrow"? Like, or we got you out in left? Like, what's the whole deal with that?
Yeah, no, we're getting the lineup the night before. So I know where I'm at. I mean, it's been pretty consistent. I've been in right field lately.
Yeah.
I mean, that
catch that you made the other night, like Eric Burns dropped a oh shit live on MLB Network. I might have that video on my phone. Like, it's Eric Burns just going, oh shit.
Did not know that. That one
was
hurt.
That Sunday? That was Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that.
Yeah, definitely.
I have it on my phone. I'll play it right now.
Yeah. Didn't stop rising. Well, let's go to San Francisco. Giants trying to stay high.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That was a fantastic catch over in the corner there. When you're making plays like that, like, do you know in the moment, like, I got this, like, off the bat, or do you surprise yourself sometimes?
That one actually kind of surprised me. I got a great jump on it. I had a good, I took a good route, but that ball just kept carrying it. It was just over my head. I'm like, and then now I kind of went, oh shit. So it's basically just jump as high as you can and stick your glove out. I mean, I thought I was just gonna get over my head, and happened to just, I guess, basically found my glove. That one did, and then it was try to avoid the foul pole and try to hit the wall in at least a spot where it doesn't hurt too bad.
Right. Do you have a preference for a defensive position?
I feel most comfortable at second base. I mean, just because I played there my whole career. But I mean, I love the outfield. I played there a lot in college, so it's nothing new really. I mean,
Well, that's where the glory is. If you're going to make sick plays,
Absolutely.
in my opinion, that's where the glory is, right? Tracking that bitch down into the gap, making a ridiculous leaping catch.
I'm trying to, make rob home runs, make diving catches and everything. The outfield's a place for that. Throw guys out. I think I've thrown out maybe 1 or 2 runners this year, and that's awesome feeling.
Yeah.
So I love that.
It seems like you're a creature of habit, and it seems like, you're definitely a very competitive guy. What are your superstitions? Because I have a feeling that you've got them.
No.
You don't?
No.
Is one of your superstitions not telling your superstitions? 'Cause I feel like
really
it might be the thing.
Don't have any superstitions.
So if you go, say you're playing second base, you go 4 for 5, 3 homers and a double. You're not going up to Mickey being like, "Hey, like I'm seeing the ball pretty well out there at second base. Like let me get it at that second base position the next day."
No, not really. I mean, I'll do like weird things like, hey, I wore these shoes yesterday. Like, I'll wear the same pair of shoes.
Yeah,
They
some
worked
more hits
yesterday.
left in these hits.
Yeah. I'll drink I always have an energy drink before the game, so I'll drink a Red Bull. If I get hits, then I'll drink another Red Bull.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing crazy, but if I don't get hits, then all right, change it up.
Yeah. One of the things that Dallas and I have been doing with guys who have made the All-Star team is sort of asking them their story, especially for you, a first-time All-Star, of when they found out. Everyone's got like a pretty unique story. Who told you? How did the news get broken to you? What was the conversation like, and what was the moment for you?
So, got to the ballpark, and Mickey called both me and Pete into his office, and I knew it was like the All-Star day. I knew like this is the time they're gonna start telling people. So we got called into the office, and Brody's in there, Mickey's in there, and they basically said, "Hey, Pete, congratulations! You're going to the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Obviously you're doing the home run derby, but just congrats on that, and Jeff's one of your good buddies, so we wanted him to be in here. While we named you an All-Star, and so he could support you." And then there's an awkward, 5 seconds.
Did you have a moment where you're like, "This is real"?
I don't think they would do that to me. Then Mickey goes, "All right, you're going to the All-Star game too." I go, "All right, cool." I think that's why you would call me in here, but it was pretty special. Yeah, to share it with Pete, and we were both super stoked, and both basically it's his rookie year. It's not my rookie year anymore, but first time eligible to be on the All-Star team. So pretty special to do that with him, and love the guy, and just super happy for him as well.
So you get named to the All-Star team, and it's like, okay, Jeff McNeil, 2019 All-Star. Like this, like who's the first person that comes to your mind? Like I need to tell this person. Like I need to like get this person's reaction via text message or phone call.
Actually, I didn't tell anyone. Because I think the ESPN had the selection show, so I kind of wanted it to be a surprise to both me and my wife, my family. I mean, I didn't really. No one really knew, but
the missus got left out in the dark on that one.
She didn't know. Like,
hey, babe, if you want to find out if I made the All-Star team, you can watch MLB Network like everybody else.
Yeah, so she didn't know. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise. My whole family was in New York at the time too, so they were going to the game. So I'm like, hey, just go to a bar or watch it wherever you're at.
I love it. That's a fucking power move.
Yeah,
that is a flex of all flex right there. That's like you're the only dude who knows, and you're at the bar, you're at the restaurant or whatever, and you're like, oh, hey, you turn that up. You should probably, sorry about it. Yeah, who's a fucking All-Star? That is ridiculous. So obviously you have that kind of moment. You have that at the All-Star game. Rewind just a little bit. You alluded to it. Not a rookie. Your rookie year was last year, which, by the way, I want to point out, you did receive one Rookie of the Year vote. So shout out to your mom for being able to sneak in that Rookie of the Year vote.
Take it.
But what was your like aha moment? Your oh shit, I'm in the big leagues. This is the big leagues. Wow, that just happened. Or oh my God, is that him? Fuck, is that him right there? Like, what was your big league moment?
I mean, I think it's my first at bat in the big leagues. I mean, I just tried to soak it all in. I mean, that was just
Phil Hughes.
Yeah, Phil Hughes.
Yeah.
Fastball right down the middle.
Of course. Classic Phil.
It was awesome.
Classic Phil.
And
Vintage Hughes.
Phil.
It was awesome. Got the hit, and I think Hosmer's over at first base. Congratulating me, and I think the 7 line was there that day, so it was super loud, and they knew it was my debut, and they were cheering, and they wanted me to get called up, weeks before, so that they knew who I was. So it was really awesome. I mean, I tried to soak it all in. I think they're think some of them were chanting Jeff McNeil like when I was going to the
Oh
plate.
yeah, you know they were, baby. Yeah.
I go, this is incredible, and you know, when I hit that ball too, I thought it was getting caught. I go, oh shit, that's getting caught. Like it's gonna hang up there, and you just pulled up on it, and I'm like, okay, that was awesome. It couldn't have gone any better.
Are you a chip on the shoulder type of guy? Is 13th rounder?
12th.
12th?
I think it was 12th. Yeah, it's the 12th round.
So a guy like that, I mean, not first round, not second round, not third round. Do you carry that? Like, hey, like not only the team that's ended up selecting me, like you passed on me double-digit amount of times before you end up being like, yeah, I'll take this Jeff McNeil guy. Like, did you have like a chip on your shoulder because of that?
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, you know, didn't sign for a lot of money, and I mean, when I got drafted, I was 145, 150 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, I was super skinny. You know, not the biggest, but I mean, I had to prove myself everywhere I went.
Yeah.
You know, went to Kingsport. You know, hit well there. You know, I just kind of hit my way through the organization, and then got to Double A. That's kind of when my career kind of hit a. I mean, definitely a standstill. I mean, I got hurt. I was hurt for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to, you know, kind of not reinvent myself, but I mean, you know, prove myself again.
What's that thought process like when you're hurt and you're in the minors and you know that teams can just dispose of guys like nothing when they're in the minors? Did you ever have a thought of this might not work out, or was it always just an attitude of like, I'm going to make this work no matter what?
It was more just I'm going to try to make this work no matter what. I mean, I think I did enough previous to getting hurt that they were going to keep me around and, you know, kind of give me another chance. And, you know, they did. And I mean, I just remember, you know, my opening day last year, I was hitting nine hole in Binghamton. I mean, I was kind of like, Jesus, what are we doing? I mean, yeah.
What was your plan B? Did you have a plan B? Because like for me, like the lack of the plan B was the motivating factor. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to do anything else. I mean, at the time,
No.
I mean, you know, I was so invested, and I mean that this is a career path I chose, and you know, I wanted to make it work, and you know, so I worked hard. I put on 25, 30 pounds of muscle in the off season, crushed it.
How much pasta were you mowing?
Oh, so much. My wife would make it was chicken parmesan and pasta.
Yeah,
and I was crushing it.
It's like a pound of pasta.
I mean, it helped me tremendously, and you know, my power numbers started to spike, and you know, last year I think I hit 19 home runs in the minor leagues. The most I ever had before that was 4.
Yeah.
So, you know, I tried, you know, put the work in, and you know, showed the organization that you know this is who I am now, and you know, just give me a chance, and you know, they did. You
mentioned you know, being Gary Sheffield when you're playing wiffle ball in the backyard. Who is your guy growing up? Like, who is your favorite player? Because, I mean, like, I was Gary Sheffield in the batter's box. Not my favorite player growing up. So who is your guy growing up? And then, obviously, now as an established hitter in the big leagues, who's one player historically all time that you'd like to stand in the box just to see what their shit looks like?
So what was the first question?
It was like, who is your guy growing up?
Guy growing up is, I mean, I think every kid my age was
Griffey.
No, it wasn't Griffey.
Oh.
No, different position. Shortstop.
Okay. Oh, don't say Jeter.
Yeah, like it had to be Jeter. Like, I mean, I was.
Come on.
Yeah, that was just my. So I'm sorry, but that was. I mean, that was every kid. Every kid my age would make a backhand play in the hole and jump throw and.
Yeah, and then then actually make the play like Nomar did. Yeah, that was, love that. And then if you could pick any player in history, like I just want to see what they look like. It's not even like a challenge. Like, oh, I think I could hit this guy. It's just I want to see what that fastball looks like, what that slider looks like, this changeup. Who is that guy?
Randy Johnson.
Yeah,
like no doubt. Woo. Like that. I mean, all 6'10" of him or whatever he is. I mean, coming. Basically throwing it from behind you, sidearm, throwing it 100 miles an hour.
You want that? Is that what you want?
I don't want that. I don't want that.
You want that coming out of right center?
You want that evil Ricky Bobby? Like, I feel like anytime we ask this question, it's basically like, who would you rather face, Pedro or Randy Johnson? Like, those are the only two names that come up.
It's because as baseball players, you want to I think any athlete, you want to measure yourself against the best, but it's almost like, like being a masochist, enjoying inflicting pain upon yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, give me Pedro's filthy fucking changeup with his 100. No,
Yeah, no.
they'll give me Randy's slider with his 100. Fuck, what do you? No, thank you.
Well,
but please, I would love to.
Right. As a hitter, you're basically just saying, if you're picking between seeing Pedro or Randy Johnson, you're just saying, what's the bar look like? Like what? Like
Right.
how worse could this be in the batter's box? Because then everything after that kind of pales in comparison. Now that DeGrom changeup doesn't look so bad. Maybe that Jordan Hicks heater, that maybe it doesn't look so bad. But yeah, it's basically, because a lot of the guys that we're talking to around like our age, and they grew up watching Pedro and Randy Johnson, and it's like those are the two guys, same Hall of Fame class, that they set the tone for what dominance on the mound looks like, which is absolutely crazy. What was your favorite moment as a baseball fan growing up? Like going to a game, maybe.
That's tough.
Who was your team?
Dodgers.
Okay.
I was a Dodger. I mean, just growing up in Santa Barbara, I was a Dodger
Santa
fan.
Barbara, right?
Yeah,
Obviously,
grew up in Santa Barbara and live up in San Luis Obispo area now, and
Yeah.
Dodgers didn't really have any bright spots.
Mm.
They didn't do much when I was.
Sure didn't.
No, so that's tough.
They always had names though.
Oh yeah, I loved watching their teams. I mean,
Yeah.
I liked kind of like that older Dodger team with Eric Karros,
Yeah.
Dave Roberts, Sean
Yeah.
Green. Loved watching. I loved watching that team play. Yeah, Paul LaDuca. Those guys. I love those.
Oh yeah.
Beltre giving Pujols a run
Beltre,
for his
yeah.
money in 04.
Yeah, those are my teams I loved watching, and but yeah, baseball moment. That's tough.
So then the last question that we ask all of our guests is that if you could go back in time to watch any moment in baseball history, so you can pick a Dodger moment if you want, you can pick any other historical baseball moment. You're sitting there live in person, you're watching everything happen on the field, you get to witness the moment live. What moment is that for you?
I'm gonna say maybe Kirk Gibson's home run. I mean, that was pretty.
Backdoor slider.
Yeah, a little backdoor slider. Hurt, doing it hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
just to be
was
there.
31
theater.
years ago.
Yeah, I mean that's the one that just kind of always pops up in my head. Big time moment coming through. The fist pump around second base.
Yeah. I mean, like it's cool. Like people will still pay tribute to like Kirk Gibson even now. Like you'll see some guys like running like second base and doing like the little fist pump, which is, I mean, it's a timeless moment. It's a great pick. Dallas, do you have a final question?
No, man. I just I want to congratulate you on your All-Star nod. That's a fucking big deal, and I want to let you know how much I appreciate, whether you want to call it an old school, a throwback, a grinder, a baseball rat approach, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate the no frills, no fucking around, nose to the grindstone type of dude you are in the diamond. I appreciate every bit of it, man. So thank you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Jeff McNeil, 2019 All-Star for the New York Mets.